Lovely Aquarius. Welcome, Aquarius. Aquarius, if this is your first time joining my channel, I welcome you here and thank you for joining today. We are going to do a general reading to see what it is that your person is thinking and feeling about you, Aquarius. What's in their heart, what's in their mind towards you. If you find for some reason that this reading doesn't exactly resonate with you, don't panic. It's okay. It's a general reading. There's a large collective of Aquarius. So I would encourage you to join me in the coming days for another reading where your message will surely come through. All right. With that being said, let's get started. Spirit, let's take a look at Aquarius, this person. What's in their heart and their mind towards my lovely Aquarius? First off, we have the Two of Wands in the reverse, the Five of Cups. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Wands. What is happening, Aquarius? Oh my goodness. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse as our final pull here. All right. Welcome to the live. Thank you for joining. All right. So, with this Two of Wands in the reverse and this Five of Cups, I'm seeing it just seems as if especially from your person's end, there's a lot of regret. And I think this is specifically related to some action that recently happened. Or for some of you, it's a little further back in your history. Something happened that you, Aquarius, they feel like you haven't been able to move past. And this may have been something that definitely shook up the trust and the connection, or even in some cases broke the trust. But there's something there that they feel like they regret because now they can't move past it, right? And unfortunately, and I'm a shooter as far as readings are concerned, so I don't try to sugarcoat any messages that come through. So I'm just going to straight out say this. At this point in time, because of all of this that's brewing in their minds and in their heart, they're not able to actually place their full attention on you. Like, whether that means in their daily life or whether that means as far as looking at the future with you, they have not been able to place their full on attention on you. And this is having a really negative effect on the connection between you and this person, right? The regret that they feel, though, it's a weird feeling. It's not like, I regret, I'm so sorry, I'm so sad that I made this mistake. It's like a regret that I got caught, or a regret that, you know, I'm now in this difficult situation. It's like there's no acknowledgement that they caused this deep divide between the two of you. It's blaming it on the circumstances. Well, you know, it's just like that because Aquarius looked through my phone and found X, Y, and Z. No, it's not like that because Aquarius looked through your phone and found X, Y, Z. It's like that because you were doing what you were doing to get caught in the first place. And Aquarius called you on that crap. So there's no true acknowledgement of their part in this. There's no acknowledgement at all. It's like a woe is me, Now I'm in this situation, and for some of you, Aquarius, your person is feeling trapped, is what I'm getting here, unfortunately. So, with this Queen of Pentacles here, I'm seeing how um, there was a lot of solidity in your connection at one point, and they even looked at you, whether you, Aquarius, are male or female, or masculine or feminine. They looked at you, your person looked at you as if you were solid in their corner, solid in their life. For some of you, that's the countenance that you bring with you. You come through, you provide, like you're that person's rock. For others of you, I'm just seeing where, yes, you're that person's rock, but you also bring the financial stability to the connection, to their life, right? So there is that. And because of this, they continue on in this connection with you. Um, they are, in many cases, grudgingly just doing what they know has to be done in order to continue, right? It's like they're in it. It's the best. They have some type of they have realized that, Aquarius, you are the best thing for them in many regards, so they're there. But I'm not, unfortunately, and don't hate me for saying this, I'm just not feeling that there's the heart centered, they feel like you're the best thing ever from the heart level. Not to say that you're not, Aquarius, I'm just saying how this is coming across in the cards is not like a gushing of their heart. It's like, all right, I know that this is the best thing out here for me, Aquarius, and I'm going to stay in it to win it for that reason. It's like a mind over heart decision, if that makes sense. Okay. And I hope that helps some of you all to hear the raw indications of what's happening there. Like, my intention is not to hurt anyone via this reading, but to be forewarned is to be forearmed, as they say. So it's kind of necessary to know what we're dealing with, right? In order to get to a place. And we're going to look at, in just a moment here, if there's any way to turn this around to your advantage, Aquarius, to get what you want. Because what I see with this Queen of Wands in the reverse is that if you haven't already seen signs of abuse, and by that I can mean verbal abuse, and I really feel a lot of this coming across as verbal abuse, but for some of you, it may end up being a physical abuse situation, but definitely an emotional abusive situation. If you haven't started to see the signs of that yet, believe me, that is what it's looking like. Next steps are here. That's where this is the territory that this will be headed into. And I encourage you strongly, if you're seeing any signs of physical abuse, or please, please take care of yourself. Do yourself a favor and walk away, because physical abuse never ever gets better or leads to anything good. But even the emotional and verbal abuse, they break you down over time, right? Where physical abuse can break you down right away. Um, so, if by seeing the signs of this coming, what I'm referring to is your person getting really loose with their mouth towards you? Like, are they just saying things out the side of their mouth, or saying things that tear you down? Are they gaslighting? Are they doing these things that are the precursor? Like, these are the things that people float out there ahead of time to see how far they can go with you, right? Even just raising their voice at you when it's not at all called for. If you don't check those kind of things right there, a person who has an abusive nature is going to take that as a green light that they can move forward, because today they might raise their voice. Tomorrow they might curse at you. The next day they might call you out of your name. And it just becomes this cycle of becoming worse and worse. So Aquarius, if you're starting to see the signs, take heed, right? Take heed. It's not, what I'm seeing here is it's not a one-off type of situation where, oh, I'm so sorry, that'll never happen again. No, this is a pattern that even for a person that you may have known for some time here, they just haven't shown it to you yet. They've been hiding it. So take heed. It's a warning sign. All right. So is there anything that Aquarius can do in this situation, Spirit, that will turn the situation into what Aquarius wants it to be? And I heard an immediate yes. So there are things here, Aquarius, that you can be doing to turn the situation around. And I'm going to use my clarification deck to pull a few cards to get a direct plan of action for you, Aquarius. So bear with me for one moment while I do a few shuffles until my spirits tell me to stop. And while I do that, Aquarius, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. I encourage you to do so at this time. All right, one more shuffle here. And we have the Ace of Coins, or the Ace of Pentacles. We have Justice in the reverse. And we have the Five of Cups. All right, so what I'm seeing with this is, wow. All right, so what I'm seeing is definitely an opportunity. You're going to have to play hardball, in a sense, is what I'm seeing here. You've got to be about your business. You've got to lift yourself up, Aquarius, because I feel like for a lot of you, this has become so emotional for you, and you've gotten bogged down into what is happening in this connection, and you've allowed it to affect you on a daily, and some of the things that you do for you yourself have, you've fallen off from doing it. Like, things are falling to the wayside. And as I look at this card right now, in this card, all of this stuff here in the center of this coin is looking like a bunch of muck. And it's like I feel you going around and around and around in this muck, right? Whereas right outside of the circle, or the coin, the circle that you have encapsulated yourself in, full of muck, you have a beautiful rose, some peacock feathers, which could indicate wealth and luxurious things. You know, these are all waiting out here. You got to get out of the muck. You've got to pick yourself off and clean yourself out. You've got to deal with this snake head on. Like there's a saying, and I'm just going to paraphrase because I can't get it exactly. Like, if someone is coming at, like, if a snake is coming straight at you to bite you, chop off their head, right? Like, so you got to deal with this snake head on, right? You have to be firmly rooted in what's best for you, in your self-love, so that you can take a stance of cutting things off if necessary. And you got to mean that, because your person isn't going to get shaken out of, oh, I'll just carry on the way that I have been with Aquarius. They're not going to get shaken out of this. They're not going to feel it on a heart level until you truly stand in your own power and say, no, I'm going to cut this off if necessary. If you can't turn this around, I'm going to cut it off. And you got to mean it, because your person can sniff out if you don't mean it. So you do have to mean it. In order to mean it, you got to be standing in your own self-love, your own self-worth. And you can't take no shit. Like there, you know, when you're standing in your self-love with this justice in the reverse, how it's reading to me is you can't take no crap from this person. Truly. And when they hit you with that argument of it's not fair that you would leave me after all this time, bump being fair. We're not about being fair here. Justice in reverse is not about being fair. You're being for yourself. And that's what's going to wake them up out of their bullshit and have them acting the way they need to act, right? You got to be willing to inflict upon them your absence. And in some cases, you will have to walk away until they can get their shit together, right? And any tears that you may need to cry over that, deal with that in your own privacy. See how these cups seem to be surrounding this eye that has tears falling from it? Protect yourself in your own hedge. Like, don't let them see you crying the tears. You walk out into public looking like $1,000,000. All right? Don't let them see you crying the tears, because then they'll know, oh, all right, I can work my way back in and be good for a short period of time and then go back to my bullshit. You got to stand the hard line with this person in order to make them see your value truly and deal with you in a way that's respectable, loving, and honors who you are, Aquarius. It's not an easy path, but if you want it, it's there for you, Aquarius. But for those of you who feel like, look, I'm not going through all this with this person, it is better for you to just walk away then, right? I'm not suggesting anyone stay in any situation that does not honor and serve them. I want to make that very clear. All right. I love you, Aquarius. And until next time, live your life in the most authentic way possible. Okay. Be authentic and stand in your own power. And subscribe to my channel, please. All right. Love you, Aquarius.